lines now, Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer, who is the acting chief executive officer for the Ghana Investments Fund for Electronic Communication, and also the NDC's deputy director of elections and IT. Doc, thank you very much. A pleasure to have you tonight on Start Today. I mean, you've heard Dr. Bawumia's rejection of claims that his religious identity played a role in the NPP's defeat. Is this taking anything away from your victory in the 2024 polls?
Let me say good evening to your cherished listeners. I am so happy in the sense that up to now the MPP still cannot fathom the reason behind their loss. They still cannot make up the reason. They are now doing what is called firefighting and fishing in the desert. That is what they are doing. And thank God they still don't know. And they should continue their dreaming like that. Whilst we prepare to unleash another heavy defeat on them come 2028. In fact, we are projecting 30% for them come 2028. They still don't know, and they will never know why they've lost the election. They still don't know. They are, in one way, they are talking of their people didn't come out to vote. Mm-hmm. Listen to his press conference. He was talking of that some good number of millions did not come out to vote. Then I asked them, but did you vote or you didn't vote? Your national chairman voted. Your general secretary, your regional chairman, all your executives, they all voted. All the people who were following and making we saw them on the queue. All of them queue, long queues, and voted. So which ghost did not vote for them? When they say their voters didn't turn out, which ghost? You know what they are talking about? That phantom number they were looking for, unfortunately, we blocked. We blocked the number. They were trying to steal about 500,000 votes in Ashanti. You remember we caught them with some fake ballot papers, almost amount to 500,000. You saw how their votes went down. They were targeting 1.8 million because the last one, they got almost 1.7. Okay, so this time, they were targeting they could get 1.8 so that if they steal additional 500 add, they will make the 1.8. So that even if you want to complain, they will say, but in the last election, we got 1.7. So if you are getting 1.8, no problem. Unfortunately, we blocked the 500,000, so they came down to 1.3. You see, they are not smart. And we won't tell them how we did it. For them, let them continue their dreaming. Okay, but they can talk of anything. That's his cup of tea. For him, we know that he's not struggling to be their presidential candidate again. That's why he says he's doing on thank you. He's not really thank you. He's going to campaign so that to plead on the people that try me again. But who is going to try him? They should bring him 100 times. We will give him 30%.
So essentially, you don't think that what he said today, took anything away from or takes anything away from the victory that you say that you fought hard for?
I said we beat them cleanly. We beat them to the game in the sense that they are rigging machinery. In fact, they collaborated with the Electoral Commission to rig the election. Unfortunately, we touted their efforts and stopped them from all their machination in rigging the election. And so now they are fire fishing. They can't fathom anything. Now he's talking of religion. The other time he's talking of people who didn't turn out to vote. Now he's talking of religion. Let them continue their dream. And I'm saying that Ghanaians gave us massive victory. Ghanaians made sure that, look at them in parliament. They stole 7 seats to add to their 81 to make them 88. You know that they got 81 seats. The 7 seats, they stole them. That's why we are battling them in court. It's not for them. The modus operandi they used in 2020 is snatching some seats and killing some people. That's what they did and got away with these 7 seats. And we are battling them out with it. So they should rather be talking of how they can rebrand themselves. Because what I do know is that the MPP will be in opposition for about 50 years to come. They've ever been in opposition for 30 years. Because Ghanaians don't like them. By their nature, Ghanaians don't want to see anything with MPP. Because they know their true colors. Just look at 4 months in office. Look at what they are doing. 4 months, we are just 4 months in office. Already they are talking of winning election in 2028. They don't have the country at heart. What they know is to be in power and steal and rape the country. That is what they are interested in. Unfortunately, we will make sure that they don't come near power again for a very long time to come. So that we can reset this country on the right path.
Okay, but you talk about Ghanaians delivering an overwhelming victory for the NDC, but do you really think that Ghanaians voted purely on performance and policy, or from your assessments, there were some undercurrents of ethno-religious sentiments during the campaign.
I am saying that they voted massively for us because we have superior policies. Our programs were superior, and they knew that they trust that John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, will deliver. That is why they voted like that for him. They thought these people were good people. Let's try them 2016. It wasn't what they were saying. Nana was all over the place begging people, try me, try me, try me. When they tried him, they managed to rig the election in 2020. It's just that because we won Faman Yami in Ghana, one piece in Ghana, that's why we left them in 2020. If we were going to be in the Mountain Yoruba State, do you think the 2020 would have gone back? So you saw what they did in 2020. But we said no problem, allow them. Their true colors will show. 4 years down the lane, from 2020 to 2024, their true colors showed. It came out. And they said this time, we are not going to make any mistake. We will push them out. And that's why they gave them that heavy blow over 1.8 million. They got 38%. 38.2. And I'm telling you that come December 7, 2028, we are praying that God should not take our lives now. He should allow us to see 2028. And I'm promising you, these people will get 30%. Because they are infuriating Ghanaians every day. Look at them. Their records alone. They are not even talking about it. They are still talking about religion and ethnicity and other things. They have forgotten the kind of hardship they have made Ghanaians to go through under their regime. Our old men, have you ever seen old men going on picketing? Pensioners, people who have toiled for this country for several years, they are pensioners. You cut their hair cut all the way to Sakura. For these old men, most of them died. You saw that business tycoon. Recently, they just held his funeral. You saw his lamentation. So that what they don't even. That's why I'm saying the NPP up to now they still don't know why they lost the election.
Okay, so talking about that,
they still don't know.
I mean, do you think the NPP's post-election reflections are addressing the right issues, or you think they are overlooking key reasons for which they lost the election?
I said they are confused. The defeat has confused their thinking capacity. So they don't understand what is happening. In one vein, they will say this, in another vein, they are saying another thing. As a political party, the NDC, we will not even let them know why they lost. We won't tell them. Because we now know their weak point. Should we tell them why they lost, and then 2020 we will not be able to defeat them again? We won't tell them. Let them continue daydreaming and continue fighting each other. Do you know that they are fighting each other with that kind of statement they are making? In other vein, some people are saying he's a bad candidate. These whole party people are saying because of his bad candidature, that's why they lost the election. They should change him. They have already started talking. They said they should suspend some people because they are saying he's a bad candidate all over the place. Now, he's also coming to defend himself and saying that due to religion, Ghanaians, do we vote because of religion? Do we vote because of religion? Why did they lose in all the Zongo areas? Why? Is your mama a Muslim? But the Muslims saw that the trust in your mama is 100%. They have confidence in His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So that nobody went to post to vote for religious connotations or ethnic connotations. We were voting for competence and who can deliver, who has the heart of Ghanaians. And that's how they voted John Dramani Mahama.
Okay, let's just stay a bit on the MPP this evening. I mean, they are trying to put things together in their home to be able to recapture power in 2028, even though you say that they'll be in opposition for about 50 years. But are you surprised that the findings of the Professor Oquaye report has not been made public just yet?
How can it be made public? I know these people, but as we see now, we have snipers of it. We know what they put in there. You
have snippets of the reports?
Of the report, I'm telling you.
So members of the party leaked them to you?
Oh, of course. After we have it, we know what is good. That's why I'm laughing. I say that they won't tell people why they lost. They will come publicly and be telling you cock and bull story.
Doc, this is it is very interesting that you make this point, because the party says that they only printed out just one copy of the report. And so how did you get access to excerpts of the reports?
I am saying that we are in this game for a very long time. I have started being in this game way back in the 80s up to now. So how to easily, I will call it snatch from them. But we have a way of getting the report, and we got it. And I'm telling you that these people, what they did to each other, only God knows. And my Oquaye report is very clear about some of the reasons they lost. But these people will not accept those reasons. They also come and be telling you different story, just to brand themselves and go back to their delegates and seek for their mandate. That is what they are doing. And I'm saying that we have the report. Anytime I look at it, I laugh. I look and say, these people, they don't know what they are doing. They're dreaming. They are finished. This party is in disarray. It's a complete disarray political party. And nobody will waste his time to think of bringing them. They are dreaming. 4 months in office, you are already telling us that you want to win election in 2028.
Okay, Doc, I'm just a little curious. How damning are the revelations in the reports? And does it speak to the fact that Baumia was the best candidate or the worst candidate for the NPP? I mean, since you have seen it and you wake up every day and you see it and you even laugh.
You see, yeah, I am telling you, mark it. They've already started the process. Their report is saying that they should change Baumia.
Right.
Yes. Their report, they are saying they should change him. There is no way he can win the election for them, even if the president is there. Check the executive summary. They've talked about it. They've talked about it, and they've talked about his pairing with the gentleman.
Dr. Matthew Poku-Prempeh.
Yes, they talk about it. That was also wrong pairing. The executive summary has copiously mentioned some of these things. But we know that I laugh because those things could not even if they had brought, if they had brought somebody, an angel somewhere to come and partner Baumia, he would lose. Because the evil things they did against Ghanaians were just waiting for them. Because nobody is interested in any disturbance in this country. The only way to get these people out was to kill. Go and complain, protect the ballot, and get them out. And they did it just that. Simple as that. No hula baloo, no disturbance. Kill, just kill. Be in your lines. Keep quiet, don't make noise. Because these people, they were so deadly. MPP were so deadly that if we were to make noise, they would have killed people. They did that in 2020. They killed 8 people. That one is not a hidden record. It's an open record. They know it. So we told the people, look, just go and kill. Don't make noise. Even if they slap you, don't retaliate. Wait, 5 o'clock, they are finished. It came to pass. So they are talking of candidates. They are talking of who did what. And they are talking of women. Some of them that voting day, they were sleeping with women in hotels. Some of them to go and monitor around. It's in the executive summary. We know all these things. The thing we do, we have their report. It's in our hands. We are looking at it. And so that's why I laugh.
I mean, Doc, these are just mere allegations. You cannot substantiate those.
How can't I substantiate it? I said the report was presented to the General Secretary. Is it not true? Before it could get to the General Secretary, we had copies. Are we not in government? We.
Just one single copy. One single copy is in existence.
Look, even in opposition, we managed to get infiltrated into their camps, and we're getting much information about them. Now we're in power. We control state security, state intelligence, and you're telling me we won't get this report. We'll conjecture what? We have it.
Are you spying on the NPP, Doc?
Spy on them? Why should we spy on our opponent?
To know their next move, obviously.
You always have to know your opponent, what your opponent is planning. So you also strategize to outwit him. It's a game that we are doing. We are into game. It's just that when we are from Manchester United and Arsenal, they have to know each other's strategy. Who is going to be the striker? Who is going to be the winger and all these things? We should know how to tackle them. So we shouldn't do this. We should fold our arms and just sit down. Who play the game like that in politics?
Okay, so now I want us to talk about what you're talking about now. You know, you're just 3 or 4 months into office. You've seen what happened to the NPP. Has the NDC learned any lessons? Because even though you say that you knew how to win the elections, it cannot guarantee you victory in 2028. Has the NDC learned any lessons from the NPP's defeats?
We learned our lesson in 2016. When we lost our election in 2016. We learn our lessons from that time. What is there to learn from MPP? If MPP is a yardstick for somebody to learn, forget it. Then you don't have anything to learn. They have nothing to offer for Ghanaians. They have nothing to offer their opponents whatsoever in terms of political game. Zero. we're just praying that, look, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, God should continue to give him strength, health, so that he will cruise us to 2028 and we'll just get these people and finish them completely. So that Ghana can have a peace. Haven't you seen how they gave us peace of mind in Parliament? By giving them these huge numbers. Because they know these people, when you give them numbers that will come closer to NDC, they will disturb us in Parliament.
But Doc, this huge numbers you talk about, you're not even able to marshal 100 members sometimes in Parliament. How then are you boastful of getting peace of mind?
They were still setting up. Most of them came from areas far from Accra. They didn't have accommodation. They were not coming to set up, get their family to set up. You know, Accra, if you are a new person in Accra, to navigate, it's not easy. That's what they are doing. For now, have you heard any of the 88 people, the micro minority, have you heard them doing anything again? How people have subdued them? They've subdued them. When they've gotten their feet on the ground, they've subdued them. They can't do anything now.
I see. Doc, thank you very much for your time this evening. That was Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer, who is the Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investments Fund for Electronic Communication and also the NDC's Deputy Director of Elections and IT.